Yo, this is Mike, Ringmaster of the Imagination Circus, and I'm here to talk to you about stuff. Couple of things. If you've read the title, you already know. Point out, now the reason my most recent, MLP reaction is a bit late, and it's kind of the penultimate episode of Season 8, but the reason that is late is because I went to Comic-Con this weekend. New York Comic-Con. I'm from New York. It was fantastic. I loved it. I've only been there once before. It wasn't the best. I didn't plan as well, but I planned. I enjoyed it. I cosplayed, and it was great. It was a great experience. So, I'm here to share with you some things, both for things I want to do on this channel in the future, but also some of that experience because it also kind of has to do with that. So, one, I have some new ideas what to do with the channel, especially since Season 8 of MLP is almost over. I have a couple of more ideas. One such idea is, as I am a huge fan of the production company Rooster Teeth, I would be really interested if any of you, or rather if you are interested, my audience, if you are at all interested in me reacting to the most recent volume of RWBY, or RWBY spelled RWBY, for those who might not be uninitiated. And for those who are aware, I am a huge fan of Rooster Teeth. RWBY is the reason I got into Rooster Teeth. I watched their animated adventures. I've been watching The Nomad of Nowhere recently. And so I love a bunch of their stuff. I watch Always Open. I occasionally watch the podcast. I'm not really a podcast kind of guy, but I do occasionally watch it. So I'm a huge fan of Rooster Teeth and a lot of their stuff. And so, because of that, I was wondering if anybody would be interested in me reacting to Volume 6 of RWBY. And if you guys are, please respond, tell me this, because I would really like to know if you guys are interested. Outside of that, I'm probably going to do it regardless, because I really feel like it would be a great idea, because I love RWBY, and I would love to share that experience with all of you. Outside of that, I do have a couple of other ideas for things I could do in the future. I'm not going to spoil them. I've been working on this one project for a really long time, kind of a pre-production setup for that, and I've been working on it for a while, and I want to get to it, and I hope you guys enjoy that when I finally have it out. Who knows when that is, because I don't know. I really don't. And then there's this one other thing that a friend of mine suggested that I do that I think is actually a really good idea, and I wish I had thought of it, but they thought of it, and they told me that I should do it, and I will, and I think you'll all find it very interesting. I think it'll go over well on the channel. Outside of that, I do want to say a couple other things. Outside of RWBY, me reacting to RWBY, which I will probably do, I was wondering if anybody here would be interested in me doing also one of Rooster Teeth's upcoming series, Genlock. And the reason I bring up Genlock and Volume 6 of RWBY both in this video is because I was lucky enough to go to the Rooster Teeth panel or presentation at Madison Square Garden. It was one of the last things shown yesterday at the last day of 2018 New York Comic-Con. And I saw it, and it was great. Miles, Luna, Carrie Shawcross, Gray Haddock, Chad from Screw Attack, the four main RWBY voice actresses were all there. It was great. They were in usual form. We watched a couple of things. We watched the Halloween special for Camp. We watched... Yeah, and then we got a bit of footage from the very first episode. I'm not going to spoil it. I didn't record. They wouldn't allow that. They cut the stream because of it. But they, of course, showed us some early footage. So not the whole episode, but some footage from the very first chapter of Volume 6. And I swear to God, I love RWBY, and I missed it. And it made me so happy to experience that. And outside of that, they also showed us some stuff from Genlock, including some stuff from the first and second episode of Genlock that's coming out in January, and that piqued my interest. I'd heard about Genlock. I was interested. I heard they got freaking Michael B. Jordan. Not only did they get Michael B. Jordan, they have David Tennant and Macy Williams and Dakota Fanning all voicing characters in Genlock. That's amazing. And again, I love the voice actors at Rooster Teeth, but these are people... and I love them, but I'm biased, and these are people that outside of anybody who watches Rooster Teeth are not going to know. These are very well-known professional actors. Creed 2 is coming out very soon. So yeah, and I am kind of in love with Macy Williams, so the fact that she's in this, and I got to see her character and her talking, she's doing a Scottish accent. Oh my God, I love it. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for that, so I'm kind of interested. I might be reacting to that as well. If any of you are interested, again, tell me what you think. Regardless of that, I wanted to bring those up to tell you all about these things, but also to share with you some of my experiences at Comic-Con. Specifically, this, outside of that last panel, some other Rooster Teeth related stuff, because yes, I did some other things outside of Rooster Teeth, including something called Twisted Tunes, which was great, if you could find the footage, because I'm sure it was streamed or whatever. But Twisted Tunes, which was, they read off the script of Clue, 1985 Clue, based on the board game, and they had Steve Bloom and Gray Delisle and Phil Lamar, and I always forget this guy's name, but the dude who voiced the Brain for Pinky and the Brain, he was there too. All those people, they were great, and they did Twisted Tunes. That was another experience, but I'm mostly talking about Rooster Teeth in this video, and the reason mostly is because of this poster I got. This is the Season 6 poster. I'm not going to show you because I, of course, went to the trouble of wrapping this up, and I don't want to do that again. But this is the Season 6 poster. I bought it so I could get signatures, specifically from the Ruby voice cast and a couple other people. Sadly, I only went Saturday and Sunday this year, and sadly, I only got 3. That counted 3 out of the 4 Ruby voice actresses. I got Aaron Zek, Lindsay Jones, and Kara Eberly. I am so happy, and I love it, and I'm not showing you. I'll show you this image. You hear this? Yeah, this is what the poster for Volume 6 of Ruby looks like. It's great. I really like the poster. I'm so excited for Volume 6. But beyond that, and what I heard and what I actually saw, I was so happy to be able to briefly talk to them, get the signatures. I sadly didn't get Barbara's signature, which is why I'm rolling this up. Plus I don't have a way to properly display this without getting damaged, and I don't want to treat this like a normal poster, you know what I mean? So, until I get a proper display case and until I get Barbara's signature, this thing is not coming out of these rubber bands. They're not being released, okay? But I will get it. I will get that 4th signature. However, since I didn't get since I can't show you the signatures themselves as proof, I will show you these pictures of me with the 3 voice actresses. So yeah, on Saturday I got the picture with Lindsay and Aaron, and you notice, of course, that I'm in costume. Like I mentioned that at the beginning of this video, I went in costume or cosplay. I cosplayed here, in case you can't tell, but I really like to think that enough people watching could tell. I am the Green Goblin. And I put a lot of work into this costume, really. It's like my first time where I've really put a lot of hard work. I bought everything in it myself. I put makeup on my face. I worked hard, and I think it turned out really freaking well, and I'm happy to share this with you. And this picture is fantastic. And then, of course, here is the other picture where I came the next day. I decided, you know what, it was too much trouble to go in the costume twice, and that might be a tradition for me for future cons. I'm gonna go in, depending on how complicated the cosplay is, I might only do it once, one day out of how many days the con is, because getting that costume on was really complicated, and the makeup and everything, so I don't want to do anything, and at the very least, I don't think I'll do anything that complicated again. But the second picture, of course, is with Kara and Aaron. And again, I got Aaron. I got Aaron's signature. I mean, wouldn't it be funny if I decided I could have allowed her to sign the poster, because I don't think she would have noticed. I could have gotten her to sign the poster twice. But that would have been hilarious. Oh man, I almost wish I did that now. Should I have done that? Do you guys think I should have gotten Aaron's signature twice? Regardless, I got her signature the day before, and so I got Kara's, and of course I got another picture, this picture, and they're both fantastic. It's awesome. I'm super happy with that. It was a great experience, and Comic-Con was great overall. I did buy a couple of more things. Some of which will be very important in one of those future projects I might put on the channel to entertain y'all. But regardless, wait for that. And then I got a comic as well, and a couple of T-shirts from this great place called Turtle Tea. If any of you want to buy these, they're adorable. They're awesome. Buy one. They're great. I love it. This is not sponsored. I have no sponsors. I'm just plugging something because I love it. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. And for those of you who might not have enjoyed me ranting on about everything I just said here, for suggesting this stuff, for making this video, I have anybody who's a fan of Rooster Teeth and who's a fan you know, just people sitting around talking the way they tend to do at Rooster Teeth, and there's very entertaining material. Here is a video I got at the Rooster Teeth booth where I got the signatures, but also I got this footage of Miles Luna and Chad from Screw Attack sitting around talking, taking questions from fans, just kind of having a good time talking. It was great. So if you any of you are interested, please watch this. Hope you enjoy. Anyway, I've got a reaction to do for MLP, so see ya.
I haven't seen any voices today. And I was like, they didn't like Elsa around here. That's close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Oh, really? Oh, they did. There we go. Yo, what's up, Anglefish? How you doing? Our favorite person to work with. Oh, it's never nice to pick favorites. Who is it, Miles? Like outside talent, like anybody. It could be anyone. Miles. I feel you right now. I can feel that. Can you go first? Who's your favorite person to work with? Oh, man. That's a really, really fun question. Yeah, sure is. Ain't it fun? Yeah, kind of a tricky one. Hug, pal. If I didn't immediately want to say Miles Luna. Oh, now you make me look like the asshole. Yeah. Shh. Chat's very good. I'm gonna go with outside people that we've gotten a chance to work with. Oh, dude, honestly, the writer's name is Eugene. I think he might have a name if you see minors. The dude that's writing the Ruby YA novel that's set to come out. That's all about Teen Coffee. It's called After the Fall. I got to read, so we got to work with him for a few days, trying to hammer out the plot and talk with him about, making sure he understood all the rules of the world and, characters that we really wanted to focus on and stuff. And, man, I just read his first draft of that book, and, this isn't just, I swear to God, this isn't just me, trying to plug our own stuff, but, the book's so good, and I'm super excited for you guys to read it. Y'all are gonna love Fox, so much. I know he didn't get any lines on screen, but well, okay, I'm not gonna say because that's spoil it. But look, I think he did a really great job. He was super chill to work with, and I hope we get to work with him again because he did a really good job. So yeah, I'll give a real answer. Man, I can tell you, one of the coolest people that I've gotten to work with who's also, was a really big deal for me. I was working with Chris Sabat. Dude, Chris is amazing. He's here, too. He is here. I'm going to text him. I'm going to say what's up. He voiced for us for Death Battle. He's played a couple different characters. He played Solid Snake. We got him and Chris Rager to play Smokey the Bear and McGruff the Crime Dog. Just because we thought it would be funny. But no, he's super down to earth. And, that was one of the coolest experiences for me. It's just being I don't know, just a moment of just oh my god, childhood me, who was watching Dragon Ball Z would be losing his shit right now. That I'm meeting, Vegeta, and also he's just yeah, dude, let me know if you need anything. Oh, hey, come work at my house for a New Year's party and stuff. It's wild. He's such a cool dude to work with. If you see Chris around, just talk to him for 5 seconds. You'll understand what else. I also have to say, quick Chris Sabat story. Love him. Super weird in the best way. The first time I worked with him, he does love pranks, but fun pranks, not it's just a prank, bro. Right. None of that. The first time I ever worked with him professionally, he was voicing a character named Cyrus in season 14 of Rebel Blue, and I was really nervous. He does check in good voices. I was cool, sweet. Not nervous at all. Trying to be as professional as possible. We're doing it over Skype because we had recorded remotely. And I was hey Chris, Kyler, our script supervisor, and I are here, and we're ready to go whenever you are. Just say the word. I can't do this. And then there was 30 seconds of no response, followed by little dots like someone's typing, and he responded with, "Earmuffs for children. Let's fuck this popcorn stand." And I still don't know what that means. But I guess we did it because it was a really good recording. So, yeah, keep them away from the popcorn here, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. know if he can be trusted. Yes, here.
The JP account I have has been alive for
Yo, that's dark.
What is it? What?
No, if you can only watch one episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I gotta tell you right off the bat, it's either The Storm or Zuko Alone, but I don't know which one between the two. I think...
You pick one, I'll pick the other. This is my way of covering because I haven't watched Avatar.
I think it's Zuko Alone. God.
Yeah, the Storm one.
You watched it? Chad!
You saved me with throwing two out there. I had
Chad! This is how Chad memes get started. When Chads don't watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm sorry, was that too personal? Too personal.
Alright, what's up? Another question. You look super
not much, but just kind of
Any plans for a Ruby art book?
Dog, we want to do a Ruby art book forever, but turns out they're hard and expensive and take a lot of time. But yeah, no, we're hoping that we can do that at some point.
Yeah, it's just all there on the server.
It's just
Piling up.
It's just gonna be drawings that I do. It's just gonna be Crayola, and there's a red, and then there's black and yellow, and white didn't show up on paper, so I just I used black, but drew an outline of her.
You just threw in $100 for that. If someone has a crayon, we can just make money right now.
Shut it all down, I've got it.
Yeah.
Don't we need the money? This booth is expensive. Sell more.
Dude with the green hair. I'm coming to you.
I was about to say, very ambitious ears, Chad.
I can crowd surf. Okay.
making sure I'll try.
I'm like the one person in the audience that was like, stage dive, I'll catch you.
Yeah.
Even though I'm flat 5 rows back, yeah, no, I got you.
Okay, we got 2 questions. Any semblance in weapon? So any semblance in weapon we could choose for ourselves, what would it be? And also, he's trying to get a job.
Okay, so first one, I would definitely want the gun chucks, for sure.
Dude, I know, that's the coolest.
Yeah, they're super dope, and I always loved staffs.
They suck to animate.
Yeah, hey, bud. Animating's hard, especially gun chucks. They're very hard to do. Gun chucks, semblance. I feel like I'd be curious as to what Weiss's, what the Schnee family summoning semblance would be like in our world, because it's all things that you've defeated, then become something that you can bring back. I defeated a sandwich yesterday. I beat Mario Kart real good. I don't know if that counts. There's the one time my dad took me hunting and I shot a dove, and all that's gonna do is bring it back and make me feel bad for killing that dove. No, but it was delicious though. So sorry.
And now so now not only did its food, did its meat serve you, but now its soul does as well.
As far as jobs go, on the Rooster.com page, at the bottom of the page, there's a careers link that everybody can click, where we post up things for internships, jobs. We essentially have a whole job listing there, and it depends on what it is that you want to do. But the thing that we always tell people is, you shouldn't want to work someplace. You should want to do something. And a lot of folks are like, oh, Rooster, I want to work there, and it's like, hey, why? It's like, well, you guys seem to have so much fun, and Kevin's hilarious. And it's like, that's because that's the show part of it. It's really, really hard. And so I feel like, if you really want to be an animator, it shouldn't matter where you work. Obviously it'd be cool to work at certain places, but you should want to be an animator, because animating is amazing. It's a very special kind of person to do it. I ain't that person. Oh, I know. But we need animators everywhere around the world.
It's like Torian. Torian's a lead 3D animator for this battle for a really long time. He's over working on a chat line right now. That dude, every single time I would give him something to help make his job easier, to make it quicker so that he could go home, he would just then use that as but now with this new hardware, I can do this, and I can make the fight that much better. So he'd still work all night, no matter what you did. That's just what he does. It's insane.
That said, there are some people who are miracles. But don't ever, if you are looking for a job in animation, careful not to get to a place that's just going to crunch you all the time. Because, I don't know if you've heard about stuff going on in, game development studios and stuff, but, it can be really tough. Respect yourself. That's all I got. Yes.
Basically, it's a charisma.
I wouldn't toss this to you. If you could have any other Ruby character on Death Battle, who would you want to be?
So we talked about this before, but so Monty watched Death Battle. That's how we actually first started talking about Rooster Teeth. And he, like, this is way back, and he goes, Ruby versus Mafia from Soul Leader, but not yet. He's like, I want Ruby to get like a lot further along. Like some certain things need to happen, and then we can do the fight, and then whatever happens, happens. But like, so we'll absolutely do Ruby versus Mafia. But I'm like, we 100% go by what the research says. God, it's gonna break my heart if we kill Ruby.
Yeah, that would be sad.
Yeah, so definitely Ruby. And then I'd like to do Weiss. Weiss would be fun.
Yes, sir.
He's in the middle of Ishtar and Musashi. He was saw him right after.
My favorite Death Battle fight.
It's tough.
Shoot. Amy Rose versus Ramona Flowers was really fun. Like, that one was really fun.
I think you're the only person who's ever said that. Thank you.
I like both of those characters. I was like, sure, let's kill each other. There you go. You want to also? Sure.
You're most likely to be coming out.
You can have any creature of Grimm on the show as a pet. Now, does that mean that it'll listen to me?
And is it
No guarantees.
then it'd be alright, I'm setting it. This is interesting.
Like
Can
with
it
any
be a
pet.
smaller version? Does it have to be full size or can it be like fun size? It can't be fun size? Alright, not believing, because I just want that little horrifying creature just to be I want it like that big. And it's just this awful looking monster. Just running around.
We're going deep.
A griffin would be pretty rad. Yeah, griffins would be pretty cool. Ooh, well, there is one that is going to be in the very first episode of Volume 6. That's kind of, well, no, I'm going to stick with griffins.
Everyone got so excited for a moment.
Fun fact, if you frequent the Ruby subreddit, you probably already know what it is.
Yeah. Was it that guy earlier? There's a guy who's been going around pitching ostrich. Have you heard that?
I think I remember him. I feel like I've met him before.
And then the critical.
That's right. Okay. Oh, damn, that was you. Hey, what's up? High five.
Oh, that's what it was. It was Emu. An emu group.
Thank you.
Think it really emo looking?
It's just a real pissed off bird that's taller than you.
I think a goose would be much more terrifying.
Dog, real world goose.
Geese are assholes.
Yeah.
Apparently Australia fought a war against emus and lost. Yeah, I looked that shit up later.
It was World War II. I remember. It was really. It brought the world to a standstill, and those birds just they earned it.
Yes,
They earned it.
I do remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, E-Day is what they call it. Couldn't even get through that one. Sorry, love that.
Okay, we only have a little bit of time left, so we're gonna skedaddle. You want to do a few more trivia questions?
We can do that.
Let's see. Oh, okay. In Red vs. Blue, what's the first word ever said on screen? Hey. You ever had one here?
We got two in.
That was like.
Let's see. Alright. I've talked about this a few times publicly. Does anybody know when we were doing Goku versus Superman, I spent so much time doing an absurd calculation only to find out at the last second that it was completely useless. Does anybody know what that was?
I want to know the answer to this.
No, not the blast radius on the bottom. Anybody else? Okay, what's up? It was the amount Goku could lift. Do you remember when I was calculating? Yeah, so close. All right. It was close. You can have this. So we're trying to figure out how strong Goku's ki actually was, and Ben was like, "Oh, in GT, he teleported everyone off the planet." So I calculated the collective weight of humanity on planet Earth
Jesus Christ, Chad.
by region. So every country, I went through different countries, and then I did average male, average female, average child male, average female child, and I'm shit you not. I'm at the end, and I'm like, okay, here we go, and it's this, and then Ben goes, oh, you know what? He also teleported off a bunch of dinosaurs and shit. So I was so mad, I just deleted it, and now I'm like, I wish I knew that. I at one point calculated the weight of humanity. You okay? No. Are you good? I'm okay now. It's been a few years. Damn. That's done.
Okay, we have one more here.
It's
gonna get okay. Or do I want to get mean? Well, I'm curious. People who watch fan service. That's what I thought.
There you go. Hey, congratulations. Here's
It's actually really funny. That wasn't what I intended, but it ended up better than I ever could have imagined. For the record, Fan Service is a show that myself and several other members of the animation department do. It's a podcast / talk show that is free on the newest season is on Crunchyroll. If anybody here watches anime on Crunchyroll, it's free on Crunchyroll. And also, all of the old seasons of it are also completely free on RoosterTeeth.com. You can hear us talk about My Hero, Attack on Titan, Erased, a bajillion things. And our joke is that, I'm the one on that panel. I know the least about anime, and I'm just learning things. But yeah, if you like anime, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Chad, thanks for helping me waste everybody's time up here today. We just came here and did really dumb stuff, and I hope it was. If you haven't, check out the D&D machine. We got stuff over here. We're going to have people signing all throughout the weekend. You can check the studio over there. But most importantly, just be cool to each other and have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow.